Welcome to the Truth in Millage Trim Overview, your annual proposed property tax notice. Trim notices are mailed out at the end of August and available on our website shortly after. To view your trim notice online, visit www.bcpao.us. Click on Property Search. Find your property using any one or more of the different search criteria. For a tutorial on how to use the Property Search feature, navigate to the Video Tutorials page on our website. Under Video Tutorials, click on Website Overview, Property Search. This will take you to our YouTube channel. Once you have found your property, click on Trim to view your notice. We will start at the upper left corner with your name and address. If the address is not correct, please complete the change of address in the upper right corner. Please remember to sign and give your telephone number. Below your name and address is the tax account number and the address of the property. Next are several columns. The first column is titled Taxing Authorities. This is a list of where your tax dollars are going. Column 1 has 4 subcolumns. This is last year's property tax information for you to compare with this year's information. The first subcolumn is exemptions. This reflects the amount of any exemptions that were granted last year. The second subcolumn is taxable value. This is the value you are taxed on. The third subcolumn is tax rate. These were the taxing authorities' tax rates last year. And the fourth subcolumn is the amount of taxes paid for each of the taxing authorities. Taxes are figured by multiplying the taxable value by the millage rate. The second column has 2 subcolumns which reflect this year's exemptions and taxable value. The third and fourth columns are the proposed millage rates and taxes for this year. At the time your proposed notice is mailed, the taxing authorities are still in the process of budget hearings. The hearing dates are listed on the back of the mailed notice. Column 3 shows what the tax rates and taxes will be if taxing authorities change their tax levy. Column 4 shows what the tax rates and taxes will be if taxing authorities make changes to their budgets. These are proposed tax rates and may be amended at the budget meetings listed on the back of your notice. Below this is the market value, assessed value for the school millage, and assessed value for the non-school millage. The top row is the values for this year, and the bottom row is the values for last year. In the bottom left corner are the assessed value reductions and exemptions that have been applied to your property. Save Our Home's assessment cap only applies to the homesteaded portion of your property. When you have a homestead exemption applied to your property, each year the homestead is renewed in your name. It puts a cap on the amount the assessed value can be increased for the year. The assessment cap is based on the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, or 3%, whichever is less. If the property ownership changes, a cap is removed and the assessed value resets to equal the market value. If you have new construction to your property, such as adding a pool, this will be added on outside of your cap. The non-homestead 10% cap is for properties that do not have the homestead exemption. If the property title does not change, the assessed value can only increase up to 10% each year. This does not apply to the 4 school millages. If the property ownership changes, a cap is removed and the assessed value resets to equal the market value. If your property has an agricultural classification, the savings will be reflected here. The first homestead exemption is $25,000 and is applied to all ad valorem property tax levies. The additional homestead exemption is adjusted annually for inflation based on the Consumer Price Index and is applied only to non-school levies. The amount applied depends on your home's assessed value. The county limited income senior exemption is an additional exemption of up to $50,000 off the general fund tax levy only. The city limited income senior exemption is an additional exemption of up to $25,000 off the city tax levy only. Not all cities adopted this exemption, so it may not be available in your city. Widow-widower is an exemption of $5,000 for unremarried widow or widowers. Other is for all other exemptions applied to the property. A complete list of exemptions and their eligibility and requirements can be found on our website, www.bcpao.us. The lower right corner lets you know the market values reflected as of January 1st of this year. If you feel the market value is inaccurate or that you are entitled to an exemption or classification not reflected on this notice, please contact our office. If this office is unable to resolve your concerns regarding the market value, classification, or exemption, you may file a petition to the Value Adjustment Board with the Clerk of the Circuit Court. Highlighted in yellow at the bottom of the right corner is the deadline to file a petition. Please remember this notice only gives the proposed ad valorem taxes. The final tax bill will contain non-ad valorem assessments not reflected on this notice. Non-ad valorem assessments may include, but are not limited to, fire, collection and recycling, drainage, water, and sewer. Please notice the insert that is included with your trim notice and be on the lookout for your tax bill in November. In the meantime, please feel free to contact the office of the Brevard County Property Appraiser with any questions. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has been very helpful.